to do it legally where it makes sense.
It's very frustrating.
No, he's so fake and he's insecure as hell. And the thing is, I don't even care about saying all this stuff. Yeah, you're not going to fight me, are you?
People that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Frustrating because, at every turn, it's just sort of like, it is, I want to say it's possible. We just don't know.
Joe Rogan recently called out Floyd Mayweather over a reported $40 million real estate scam. Rogan hinted that Mayweather might be under investigation. Reports show Mayweather claimed he bought 60 buildings in Manhattan, but public records don't. Back that up, there's no sign those properties ever changed hands.
This guy who, if all that was going on today, would likely either be under indictment or at the very least under heavy investigation.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather stirred up controversy after posting a video saying he owns 60 buildings, including 42 apartment complexes. But Business Insider quickly fact-checked him, saying he doesn't fully own those properties, he only has partial ownership. This has led people to question his real estate claims and raise doubts about the truth of his public statements.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings. It's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings.
Joe Rogan has made it clear he doesn't trust cryptocurrency. On his podcast, he compared crypto to legal gambling. He said it follows the rules, but often lacks ethics. Rogan pointed out that many people get into crypto hoping to get rich fast, but most end up losing money. He also doesn't understand the hype around NFTs and crypto, even calling people who invest in them weirdos. Floyd Mayweather is one of them.
It seems like it's legal gambling is what it is. And it seems like, even though it's horrible to do and very unethical to dump it, to pump and dump it, it seems like that's legal for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the turmoil around the Haktua coin. And
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry.
That's the fear about the Trump coin, and because anybody can kind of make money now, which is so strange. And we're like, we make a JRE coin. What if we didn't dump it? What if we didn't pump and dump it? What would it be for? How can you just do that? How can you just...
regulations have not caught up yet, right? So, and you see that any new emerging business industry technology, I think there are people who look and go, there's an opportunity here because regulatory policy hasn't caught up.
Floyd Mayweather, along with Kim Kardashian, promoted a crypto token called Ethereum X. Later, it came under fire. Investors sued them, claiming their promotion was part of a pump and dump scheme. They say Mayweather and Kardashian misled people into buying the token, only for the value to crash soon after. The lawsuit shows how risky celebrity crypto endorsements can be, especially with unregulated investments that can hurt everyday people.
Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather are being sued over crypto. The pair was allegedly involved in a crypto scam under the name Ethereum Max, which has no affiliation to actual Ethereum. Kim Kardashian had posted on Instagram promoting the token, which shot up in price and eventually came crashing down as so many do. People believe Kim and Floyd, who promoted the product during his fight with Logan Paul, held a certain percentage of the token and made millions selling. Even NBA star Paul Pierce is getting wrapped up in the whole thing. I learned about this story on Morning Brew. It's a daily email newsletter that keeps you up to date on the hottest business news from Silicon Valley to Wall Street. It's also completely free, so subscribe at the link on the comment of this video to get smart fast.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself.
Even after facing legal trouble for promoting shady financial products, Floyd Mayweather hasn't stopped. He seems unfazed by the legal risks even after doing jail time for similar actions. His repeated behavior makes people question his financial priorities. It looks like he keeps diving into high-risk businesses like crypto without much care for the consequences.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT news.
Joe Rogan also talked about Mayweather's money issues. He revealed that Mayweather still owes the IRS $20 million in taxes, despite this debt. Mayweather keeps spending big on luxury items. This shows a pattern of poor money management. He seems more focused on flashing his wealth than paying what he owes.
I owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Floyd Mayweather is known for his love of luxury cars, expensive watches, and flashy spending. But even though he shows off his wealth, he hasn't paid taxes on many of these purchases. This has led to serious legal trouble, growing debt, and constant pressure from tax authorities.
That guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather-McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def.
While Mayweather keeps buying high-end items, he still owes a huge amount in taxes. His choice to spend big on luxury instead of paying his debts shows a lack of financial responsibility.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs $18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made all motherfucking day.
Even though he's made millions, Mayweather's failure to pay his IRS debt shows a big gap between his image as a wealthy businessman and the reality of how he manages his money.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What, they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey, man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
Mayweather's exhibition fights since retiring have also stirred controversy. These fights bring in big money, but some fighters claim they weren't paid what was promised. YouTuber and boxer Deji said Mayweather only paid him a small part of what they agreed on. This has raised questions about Mayweather's honesty and whether he keeps his word, hurting his reputation in the boxing world.
I mean, I just have better manager, agent.
Deji has secured the bag. After YouTuber Deji's recent boxing match against professional boxer Floyd Mayweather, Deji appeared on the What's Good podcast. YouTuber Miniminter had a burning question to ask. This comes after fellow YouTuber Logan Paul fought Mayweather back in 2021 and was left unpaid.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Just because of the Logan fight, I'm not asking how much, but did you get paid at least some of it up front?
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously Logan, when he fought, he keeps talking about how he still doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
And now you have fought him.
Yeah.
You got some of it at least.
Deji's experience wasn't just about money. He also shared how Mayweather seemed insecure during their time together. When a fan told Mayweather they came all the way to Dubai just to see him, Mayweather brushed it off, showing sensitivity and a need to stay in control. It gave fans a look at a different side of him, someone who still cares deeply about public opinion, even in small moments.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. He's so fake and he's insecure as hell. And the thing is, I don't even care about saying all this stuff. Yeah, you're not going to fight me, are you, bitch? Okay. He's so insecure. So, let me just tell you, like, some things that happened. Okay. So, this was the Dubai podcast. For some reason, he's just making these noises, slah, 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 to his whole team, slah, slah, and just making some weird noises. It made no sense. And then one of my fans said, "Hey yo, Deji, I flew all the way from the UK for this." And then he you don't have to respond to that, but he responds being like, "It don't matter, man. You in Dubai now."
Logan Paul, who also fought Mayweather, has spoken out too. He said Mayweather must be low on cash, claiming that his choice to fight people with little fame shows desperation. Paul suggested Mayweather is struggling to maintain the image of wealth he's known for, and that these fights may not be making him as much money as people think.
Logan. Now he's fighting Deji? Is he broke? Is Mayweather broke?
Are y'all new here?
Yeah. Is he broke?
Yeah.
He's broke.
Yes.
That makes sense.
No, he's not. Jeff shaking his head.
Yes, he is, Jeff.
Not.
Jeff, why is he doing these bull fights just to make money? Why don't you take a seat, manager Jeff, and tell us why Floyd Mayweather's taking random fights?
Let me ask you a question just to lead him in. If you have $100 million net worth and somebody offers you another 20, are you gonna say, nah, I got 100 already?
No.
Okay. So what's the question? Homie's taking the bags, and the Deji bag is a big one, buddy.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I don't know. Is it?
Dubai, yeah.
You're
probably another 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, why not take that bag, bro?
Zero.
I was gonna say Deji's cut of this fight my guess
Even
was
if he pays him $700,000.
UFC President Dana White added his thoughts, saying exhibition matches can cause money problems. If the fights don't bring in as much cash as expected, fighters sometimes don't get paid what they were promised. And since Mayweather is also acting as the promoter in many of these events, that blame falls on him too.
Yeah, Dana.
That's what they should call it, tricky instead of triller.
Yeah, it was really
How does that work, Dana? Because I see a lot of people always bring up the fighter pay with the UFC, but what's like, isn't Logan complaining right now that he didn't get his checks from Floyd? Is that like a boxing issue versus
you
thing?
You don't ever hear that coming out.
To this day,
you hear a guy going, I want to make $30 million. I didn't get paid enough. You don't ever hear guys going, yeah, they didn't pay me yet. Ever.
Is that like a boxing issue?
Well, here's what happens when you go in and you do these fights and you make them. And Hunter, correct me if I'm wrong. You do these fights that are exhibitions or whatever. The commission isn't overseeing it. So let's say I did a fight with Mike. I got Mike fighting, Francis or something. The athletic commission gets the money up front, so they pay the fighters. They don't have to wait for. That was the big problem in the past, is that these boxing promoters would come in and they wouldn't make as much money as they thought they were going to do, so they would stiff the fighters and not pay the guys.
Logan Paul even threatened to sue Mayweather over missing payments from their fight. Paul wants to take him to court and get what he's owed. If this legal battle goes public, it could damage Mayweather's reputation further by showing a pattern of money issues and dishonesty. In response, Mayweather brushed off the claims, saying Paul should just be thankful for his biggest payday, but he didn't deny the accusations, which made some people think they might be true.
You owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Sure, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn.
Right.
Look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Mayweather keeps spending big on luxury, even though he still owes millions in taxes. If he keeps going like this, he could land in serious legal trouble. His obsession with showing off his wealth, while ignoring growing debts and past scams, puts him at risk of facing major consequences if he doesn't get his finances under control soon. Even more legal and financial problems could be waiting for him.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is...
what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. 1 of 60. This is a 1 of 1 spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
16, that's all for today's video.